welcome to the Stover Farm channel. I'm so glad to have you here with me in my new project, Hubbard, Nebraska. That's right, the first 16x map I've ever been able to play on because I built a new PC. And this really isn't the start of a series. This is more, I want to show you what I've done. This is an amazing map. I'll put the information in the description of the modder that created it, as well as the link to get it. You're going to need a fairly beefy computer to run this thing, and it is Mac and PC only. But from my experience, it's really PC only. My Mac would never have run this game. But what have I done? Well, I'm turning this into a series. I'm already started the farm. This map is huge, and I want to show you just how big it is. We're on the center of town, and this map doesn't have a train system on it. But thanks to JWeezy, it does now. So let's go just take an early morning drive out to the distribution area and the power plant where you pick up the trains. But really focus and see how big this thing is. I'm not going to speed any of this up. We're going to do this all in real time, from the center of the map, right here at Grayson's gas station, all the way out to get the train, and then we're going to loop back around, and I'll show you how far I've actually got the train track going. I haven't even made it halfway across the map. It's that big. So here we go. I'm going to go as fast as I can. In my F450, I think it runs about 90 miles per hour. I'm going to get it going as quick as we can, and just, hang out. Check out this beautiful map as we cruise out and grab the train. And you can see it off in the distance there to the right, the train yard right next to the Ventana nuclear generating station. Yes, I always put a power plant on my maps, and this one is perfect for it because it's massive, massive, massive. All right, let's go grab a train. Now let's run the track that I've actually got set up so far. We can actually come in here and sell grain. There's just so much room to have fun on this map. And it's not just a flat map either. It has hills, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. Let me just pull over here somewhere. We'll hop out of my truck. And here we are. Now, I've got a Canada Northern CN. I think that's what it is. Again, you've always heard me say Canadian National. Excuse me. I'm not good with trains. I'm still learning. This is what I've been testing with, this big, long freight train. It's doing fairly well, but I think we'll take the nuke train out. So I've got the nuke train in here. This is the train that we run, you know, when things need to be picked up at the plant. It's mildly radioactive, so we park it back here. No big deal. So let's hop in here, get this bad boy fired up. And I'm working on getting basically the entire train system looped so that you can go from one end of the map to the other and then do a loop and come back around. Right now, like I said, I've got about halfway from the far northwestern side of the map to the central side of the map. Why am I not moving? Come on, train. Oh, I was in reverse. I was just spinning my wheels. Okay. Here we go. So let's run out. I'm going to loop you around out of this train yard first. And I think I need to actually check all of these switches. This one's open. That's good. I think these are all open. And I'm able to get through here. And this entire project has been an exercise in patience because JWeezy has helped us significantly in being able to get trains onto FarmSim, but we still have to deal with elevation changes, and we only have, like 1 degree or 1% grade to 5% grades available to us. Yeah, it's not easy. So let's do that right there, and let me run down here and make sure that is open. That is now open for me to get through, and that's going to take us around. We're going to go through the plant, so I'm going to take you through the plant, back through the grain chute, and then we're going to go on the high-speed line back into town, and it, I think, is cool. Okay. Oops, I'm in reverse again. You all taught me 2 honks to go forward, 3 to back up. I'm learning. Okay, I'll leave it in third-person mode just so you can see it as we go around, but we're on the far east. I might have said northwest earlier. We're on the far northeast corner of the map, which is very flat, very open. That switch is good. Coming around here, this is the Ventana nuclear generating station. Got our cooling pond there, little river access, substation, switching station. It's actually a There's an actual power plant mod that's out there in public. It's called the switching stations. You can... It's not nuclear. I'm pretending that it's nuclear, but you can actually produce electricity from bio products and then switch it to the grid. It's actually a really, really cool mod, and it works quite well for what I have been wanting to do. Again, I just like to role play and have some type of generating station for power on my map. So there you can see, you can come through, you can do any type of plant maintenance, you can do some transport. This is all inside the confined area, the secure area of the plant with the fencing. And now we're going to loop back out around. This is the far edge of the map, so that is the northeast corner of the map right here. And now we're going to go back around, get out of the switching yard, and you're going to see... Sorry, I got to honk my horn as I go through the gates there. You're going to see how massive this map really is. I'm going to take you as far as I can on the track. And to the right, you're going to see that one line is coming in on the northern part of the map. That's one of the loops to come back. Because that's what you got to think about when you're building your own train. And we're doing this all inside the map editor. I might have a PC, but I have not taught myself Giants editor yet. That's going to take some time. So we're in the map editor. I have hit something. Oh. I do believe... Okay. Minor snag. Well, that's okay. We'll just... Here, we'll do this. I don't think I have... You know what? Let's just drive the train. What the heck? There is, on this placeable item, an auger right there, and I guess apparently it's taller than my reefer car. No big deal. We'll just be a lot faster this way anyways. So this spins you back out. Gotta make sure these switches are good. They're not. We've got two switches right here. That one needs to close or open or something, and then this one needs to change as well. There we go. All right, now we can lay the hammer down because this part is a long straight stretch. Here we go. And I might go in real fast. I'll bring my HUD up so you can see how fast we're actually moving. There we go. Oh, I got one more switch I gotta check here. We go into a dual track mode up here. I do not remember if I have that. Yeah, I need to change that. Okay. And again, I'm not, this isn't part of a series just yet. I just want to show you what you can make on this map if you have the ability to download it and play it. Absolutely amazing. 16X, Hubbard, Nebraska. This is just an absolute delight to play, especially when you've got a proper computer that'll run it. I've been seeing, I think I did some initial testing. It was in like the mid 150s frame rate. After I turned on some of the whiz-bang gizmos inside the graphics card, I've been seeing like 300 plus at 1440 at like max resolution. Yeah, it's awesome. And this is not by any means a like monster of a machine. It's just, I think, a really well put together bang for your buck of parts. Sorry, I said I'd keep it in third person so you could actually see the area, but this is... We're basically heading south right now on the east side of the map. That is the main highway. Maximum speed right now of this locomotive, 70 miles per hour. I think it's a... Can't remember what model this is. I don't want to say because I'll get it wrong. But we are cruising at maximum speed. Absolutely gorgeous. Still so impressed by this train pack from Jay-Weezy. Now, I do need to start slowing down. There's a bit of a curve coming up here. Do not want to derail. Although, just the loco itself I don't think would derail. But, you know, just want to be cautious. We'll go around here about 30. Now, this is where the dual track comes back into a single track because we've basically, that was all the flat land out here. I mean, these fields are 500 acres on paper as well, like built into this map. The fields are huge. That one's good. And I'm trying to visualize these switches so that I don't derail. That one is not good. So we'll jump out. Now, I don't know if this is opening or closing these switches. I don't know what it would be called, but without these, there would be no way to easily maneuver back and forth between tracks and create those loops that I've been doing and really like go off in different directions of the map. I do love this area. I might hop back into the cab because I love, like, as you're cruising here, you got this embankment to the left, which I think is like a water aquifer, not an aquifer, but like a rainwater. I don't know what it is, but then you're just looking out over this corn. Absolutely beautiful. And we follow this river, I guess we can call it, for a fairly decent amount of time. And if you like these mods, go and check them out from the creators. Jay-Weezy Construction deserves, I think, Mod of the Year for the creation of this train system. Absolutely amazing. And then, right off the top of my head, I cannot remember the name of the map maker for this, but I've got it linked in the description. Hubbard, Nebraska. Amazing. So much effort put into this. I've never been able to play a map this large before. It is an absolute joy. And I think I've got a pretty cool plan for it. I've got a farm being built right now, and it's pretty huge. But realistically huge. I think that's the really neat thing about this. This is one of the first times I've played this game where I really feel like it's got some realistic sizing to fields. You saw how long it took to drive from Grayson's gas station out to that switching yard, and now you're seeing how long it's taking to get from the switching yard basically back to Grayson's gas station on a train. Do not want to derail. So now you can start to see how I've really had to add some of the incline and decline portions of track, because this is where it's no longer flat. coming back up over the main highway. This is where we're headed to the elevator. This is where the sale points are, and this is where that second loop connects. And then you head into town. And yes, there's a Walmart and a Home Depot over there. I put those in. So the first thing I'll do is let me hop out and change the switch. So I've got the second leg of the track coming down this isn't even the center of the map. We haven't even reached the center of the map yet. But I've got that second leg coming and meeting here, and then I've got a loop in the center where those trees are so that you can, loop around. I'll take you over there first. Okay, that's already set up correctly. I might actually turn. This is one map where you do need to turn on your running multiplier because you spend a lot of time running around. That is not right, but we can do this. And you're going to see how the cars went under the road right there. I had to do that. So one thing about this map, again, I'm doing this in the game editor. I haven't been able to delete anything. So I've built up the ground there to get over some fencing and keep the track level. And unfortunately, the traffic on the map does drive through it. It doesn't on the main road, though, for some reason. You'll see it when we get back into town. But right there, it's just such a massive change in elevation. They drive through they clip through the map. Does not bother me in the slightest. So right here, you can dump over there and sell at the main elevator across the street, or you can come over here, dump into the tank, and transfer to the train. You can then take the train with some grain hoppers back out to the distribution yard by Ventana Nuclear Generating Station and sell out there. But for this, we're going to loop back around. So we're going to go to the left side of this. I don't know if it matters. I don't know, do you have to go clockwise or counterclockwise when you're in a train? I don't know. I think it'll be easier for me to go this way. See to the left, that is that second leg coming in from the distribution yard. It meets up back over here by the grain elevator. And we'll ride this back around, go back through the grain elevator. I gotta make sure that this is, yes, that is right. Things start to get interesting, if you call it interesting, as we get back up and across the street here. I think I'm going to have to jump out for just a moment, change this. Why am I stuck? There we go. Change this. And I'll hop indoors in cab view here so you can see what it looks like going through the grain elevator. Three horns, I should be backing up, but I'm not. I like the horn. So, barely fits through there. Now, we're going to shoot to the right now. So we're going to change this switch. And then I'm going to come down here. Make sure that this switch is correct. And it is. So now we're getting into some fairly hilly terrain. Oh no, I've had a derail. What did I do? What happened right there? So this is why I'm having to test a lot of this stuff. It popped off. Right there, so you can see just a little minor... That's okay. So how will we fix this? We'll come in here. Just have to run slower through this section, more than likely. Turn super strength back on. We need to find a straight portion of track. Pick up the train. We're not role-playing right now, folks. Don't worry. You can see there's really nothing that I can do. I've got a few areas on the track that are off just ever so slightly. So let's get the train back on the track. Okay, I think we're on. Yep. Turn off your super strength or you'll throw your train across the map. Okay, let's back up and let's see if I go slower. Why is it already... There we go. So I'm just going to go real slow through here, and I think those imperfections in the track will be okay. Yeah, just a little bitty bumpy. Just if you go super slow, you'll be fine. So this is like a 5-mile-per-hour section of track. Okay, yeah, we got through it that time. So it's going to make notes on where I can't drive super fast. I'm going to go back into cab view here. And this is going to take you through the tunnel because this terrain was so hilly that there was no way with the 5% increase or decrease in track that I was going to be able to get through here. So I just threw a tunnel in. Now we're approaching town. We're getting a little closer to the center of the map. this is where I had to make a decision, and I thought, you know what, I've seen trains in small towns actually run down the street. So I did that. I didn't really have any other good way to go, and I wanted to get back out by the dealership somehow, some way. And I also wanted to put a small station in, maybe to do like an Amtrak, you know, Express or something like that. And I did. But look at this beautiful map. And I'm not going to turn my bell on because it might annoy you, but we're coming up to a section where we're going to go onto the street. And up on the right, you'll see the logistics factory. You can do a little bit of shipping and receiving there, plus the very small train station to the right. Dairy Queen on the left. And this is where we started. I don't even know how long ago. It feels like it takes forever again, because it's a 16x map. So let's run across the street here. And so far, I've made it up here. So we'll come through by the Wendy's. And you're going to see I've got the Amtrak parked up here where the track stops. Probably not good to just shut it down like that, but if we jump into our flight mode, and we got to turn on like multiplier like crazy, we can jump up and you can see this map. So here's where we are, and here's where we came from, way, way, way down there. Again, this is a 16x map. We're running up very high here. You can't even see the power plant way off there in the distance. And if I turn around, you can see again, we're pretty much in the center of this map. I've still got to get from here all the way over, and I'm thinking potentially just following the road. Because again, I think I've gotten this far. It might be really fun to, you know, finish it, but I will have to get down here and find a way to do a turn or a loop so that you can come back the other direction. That might be a little more difficult than I have planned. I don't know, but that's it. Again, I just wanted to show you Hubbard, Nebraska, this beautiful 16x map that is available for Mac and PC really, and decently powered PC. It has so much to offer. It is absolutely beautiful. And where's my farm? Well, nice that you asked that. It's way over here. So you almost need a map to get to it, but it's way in the middle of nowhere. And I haven't tallied up all the acres yet, but you can see my alfalfa field right here. It's way over here. This is what I've been building for a new series because, well, I'm on PC now, and I'm loving it. So that's it. Just wanted to show you what I've got. Don't be afraid to get into a map, add some things that you like or you feel like are missing. I wanted a train, so I added the train. We'll see you next time right here on the farm with the Stovers.